All right, man, let's go. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Championship teams have one thing in common. Great practice.
Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need to a confession, you a mess. You was scary to me. Heard you was the leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this loose think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot.
Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 69 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. Our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Offense getting set to take over the football here early on in the game, first quarter. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Good pickup there by Marlon. 2019, and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there. That's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 75-yard. And now this offense gets ready to take over the football. First and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And Charles, very interested to get a look and see what we have in this young quarterback drafted. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Taken down and sacked.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Nyheim Hines.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And we remember this quarterback well. A star in his college days, opted to leave school early to enter the draft, and now he gets his chance to prove himself here.
And he's been looking forward to that for a long time because there were people that questioned him leaving school early. They all thought he needed extra seasoning. I think we could say that about just about every college player. But to me, it was time. He needed to go. He was ready. He had accomplished everything that was possible on the collegiate level. Won a national championship a year ago. Now,
and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar.
All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. They'll come out throwing here on first down. The toss here completed to Pittman. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman. So we are in the final minute now of the first half. As they'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll take a shot downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman ready for the regular season. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Oh, that was dangerous.
The pass.
Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
It's now second and 10.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pitt. And got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The 30, the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 98 yards. And the Colts just continue to pour it on.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes?
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Trey Burton with the catch here against the Eagles, but he, of course, will forever be in the hearts of Philly fans. As you remember, he was the one who made the throw on the Philly special that found. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30, past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, 91 yards. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The rookie Michael Pittman, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. Trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines ready for the regular season. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nyheim Hines, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's got daylight. 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 70 yards. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st and 10 at the 25.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He's got the first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get... And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pitt. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Stepping up. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 10-yard touchdown run. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner. And
he's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 52 yards. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
3 at the 16-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.
With a good first preseason matchup under my belt, Coach called me into his office. I was hoping for good news. I tried to come to terms with the fact that my view for the rest of the year would be from the sidelines and not the line of scrimmage. But life has a way of surprising you sometimes. My chance to start a regular season game arrived unexpectedly in the middle of week 7. Our starter was injured, and I was the next man up. It took everything I had to calm my nerves. The preseason is one thing, but I'd be stepping out under the lights for real this time. Then we huddled up and headed out.
today. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Detroit Lions. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to take, and got his man, complete. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 89 yards. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now the first carry for Marlon Mack. Mack's got the first down and then so. The 30, 10, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his sixth. We drop you in now to first quarter action as the offense begins this drive. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back to throw now on first down. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking deep for Hilton. Incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Intended for T.Y. Hilton.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Looking deep for Hilton. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so... They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
It's a game.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
The quarterback on the scramble. He was brought down at the 8-yard line.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammate under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
2 yards.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. So now, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. their quarterback. His third touchdown of the season. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. So here we are, Charles, speaking of this rookie quarterback. He's had one training camp and, gosh, I don't know, about a month and a half or so of regular season games to try to digest everything. Now here he is making his first NFL start.
And he will tell you that he is calm, has everything under control, that the butterflies won't get him. But let's just be honest about it. They have to affect him at least a little bit. Let's see if he can handle it. Now, preseason, I thought he's a little bit up and down. But you mentioned the time he's had with the team, the time watching the starter play. Here's his opportunity, and I would expect the coaching staff to emphasize what he does well in their play calling.
So does that mean you think the playbook shrinks a little bit here?
I think they have to be careful about that because here's the thing. NFL defenses, if you shrink the playbook too much, then it just really strangles your opportunity to try and move the football. You can't be too simplistic. But at the same time, as I mentioned before, they will emphasize what he does best, try and call plays in that genre to help him out. Remember, he didn't know he was going to be a starter until late in the week, so he didn't have much time to prepare. That meant this coaching staff had to go overtime in order to prepare a game plan for him.
And worth remembering, this is likely just a one-week audition, if you will, here, because it doesn't look like a long-term injury. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's that. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton on his way to a... So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Escaping the pressure right. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, and it's the Bengals who have the lead in the second quarter. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. Next, we'll stay in the AFC North, and we'll stay in Ohio as well as we check on the other team in the Buckeye State, the Cleveland Browns. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Derek Carr lighting it up. 3 touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And we take some time to spotlight T.Y. Hilton now. And the highlights roll, and there have been a lot of them.
He is absolutely...
He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
34 yards.
It's a gain of 34.
Indianapolis.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Coverage.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
1st down, Colts.
Now back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
And the Colts
back to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
The tackle by Jelani Tavai.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Colts.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46.
Number 13, T.Y.
A huge play that time for the Colts. 45 yards.
Down, Indianapolis.
Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Looking deep for Hilton. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught inside the 15. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
A 51-yard gain.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. He can run, and the Colts are in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
The defensively didn't seem like anybody. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
The pass.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
14. And the Colts.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Looking deep for Hilton. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. First, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just... So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Looking deep for Hilton. They've got his man complete. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they don't have to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes.
They do a double team and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.
I can still remember the excitement in the locker room after my first regular season game. The hugs, the handshakes, and most of all the words of encouragement from my mentor. It was great to know my teammates recognized my performance out on the field, and I was ready to show them things were going to get even better. It was a tough break for the injured guy, but this was huge for me. The press wanted a quote, which is how things happen like they did. I smiled for a few last photos and left the podium. Later that day, I checked the headlines and was shocked to see one in particular about my press conference.
Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out now comes two-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his fourth year now in the league as he gets set to operate this Houston Texans offense. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton on his way to a monster game. 3 first half. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton on his way All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Intended for T.Y. Hilton.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
2nd and 10.
Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 60s. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They'll look to throw here. Oh, and this is going to wind up a... So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Looking deep for Hilton. And this one is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 2. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Looking deep for Hilton. It's caught inside the 25. So we've reached halftime here in what an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
16.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Rodgers on the return. Lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep for... That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 3. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Looking deep for Hilton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 30.
And this is incomplete.
And you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside. 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Brings up 2nd.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion. So here's 2nd and touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Zach Pascal hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Looking deep for Hilton. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll go again here with Mack. And some space here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's taken
heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. Oh, he sheds himself free. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Marlon Mack, his 10th touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Houston, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go.
There were some incredible players this year. Tommy Matthews, for instance, had a spectacular season. But it's the other half of the Heartbreak Kids that really stood out, mainly because he didn't quite live up to his counterpart on the field. These two guys have been battling it out as frenemies since high school, and that rivalry doesn't seem to be dissipating anytime soon. Tommy clearly outclassed his friend in the early stages of their career, kind of like Peter Schrager and I, only in this case, I'm Tommy. But seriously, even though Tommy may have the upper hand at this stage, I wouldn't count out his other half just yet. We've seen what he's capable of as a game changer in the past. So, if he can keep growing as a player, I think this rivalry can even out, unlike the one Peter and I have.
So after a long struggle, you were finally named the starter. Talk about an intense experience.
It was a heck of a year, that's for sure. And it taught me a valuable lesson. My actions, good or bad, would have consequences. Still, I was looking forward to what the next season would bring.
Thinking back, what part of the process did you enjoy the most?
The crowds went totally wild when all of us stepped out of the tunnel and onto the field. Talk about a major adrenaline rush. It was just after camp, and Coach of it at the time. It was the first of many moments that would eventually snowball into something much bigger.
Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. Indianapolis Colts taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
On the return.
And the Indianapolis Colts.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alvin Kamara, 70 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
On for the point after.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Alvin Kamara. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Camara, the ball carrier.
So, Charles, this the second week of action here in the preseason. It's a time where, talking heads like you and me start making our predictions for Super Bowl favorites in this upcoming campaign. And I tell you, there have been a good many folks who think that this team on offense right now has what it takes to lift that Lombardi trophy come February.
Yeah, and I don't think they've had to do a lot of extra time in the weight room in order to make sure they're able to lift that trophy. This team is flat out loaded, especially when you talk about the offense. Top to bottom, one of the best offenses in the league. They have everything you're looking for at all spots. Yeah, they're going to tinker around with different things here in the preseason. But bottom line, they think they're as explosive as anyone in the league, and they can't wait to put it on display.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alvin Kamara. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. A 10th carry for Kamara. Shrugs off another. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This offense gets ready to take over the football. 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
That's good.
A huge play that time for the Colts. 53 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away in So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
For 41, Alvin.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And they work this out past the 25. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of
With one solid performance to kick things off, the press wanted to know if and how we could keep that up. But it was still preseason. And little did I know the impact my answer would have down the road. I got a note the assistant GM wanted to see me a few weeks later. I thought I might be in trouble, but it turned out to be something totally different. The assistant GM made his notes and thanked me. You can imagine my surprise when I read later that we'd actually signed him. The next day, we were doing the meet and greet in the locker room when Coach came in and told us to suit up. We had a training plan, and once we had our cleats laced up and our helmets on, we hit the practice field.
Fellas, it's put up or shut up time. I know you've seen the press. Your offense has been talking smack about us all week. Well, fellas, there's not a whole lot I can say about that performance today. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Because if we repeat what I saw out there today at our next practice, it is going to be a very long season. We can do better.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go. Spit on, spin move, and zone. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go.
The drills had shown us adding top-tier talent was only one part of the formula. We still had work to do. We were under the microscope, and I'd had to maintain my confidence if we were to make a good showing at our first regular season game.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 71 yards. And the Colts... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 30. Oh. Big play there for Indy. 47 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jack Doyle, 20. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
He was covered.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 30, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking deep for Hilton. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Complete.
He got 29 yards that time.
29 yards.
So here we are, Charles, the dawn of a new season, and you start looking around at teams that you might think are Super Bowl worthy. I think the discussion begins and ends really with this crew right here, because they're putting together quite an assortment of talent on offense.
And I'm starting to wonder a little bit, partner, is this team playing a little bit of possum right now? In other words, not trying to show everything they've got too early, because they let us watch a few practices, and they looked a little sloppy to me. I wonder if they're a team that feels like they've already arrived and they can just turn it on when the season begins, because, let's face it, it's an embarrassment of riches in terms of talent. So can they put it all together? Can the chemistry develop? And will they be ready to go when the season begins? They've got
under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
A loss of 9 yards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Touchdown, Colts.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets this inside. The 35-yard line.
Complete to Alvin.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat in a first down. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Titans take over.
So now and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play that time for the Colts. 46 yards.
46 yards on the
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking deep for Hilton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact. Pass it. Interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football?
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
T.Y. Hilton.
A big play there for Indy. 48 yards.
First down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Looking deep for Hilton. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play that time for the Colts. 44 yards. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The tackle made by
and they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Titans' 22-yard line.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
On the scramble.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
The first down.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29.
Number 13.
A big play there for Indy. 46 yards.
And
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is... So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught inside the 20. And this will get them all the way inside the Tennessee 20.
To number 13.
A huge play that time for the Colts. 51 yards. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, it's a fantastic start as they victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they obviously fall to 0-1.
We were all riding high after the win. Back in the locker room, I checked my phone and saw tons of rumors about players who wanted to be traded to our team. I figured it couldn't hurt to mention it to the assistant GM. And sure enough, when I brought it up, he was more than receptive.
Didn't your offense have a nickname that year? What was it?
We were setting out to smash records and win championships, so we thought history in the making was appropriate. Time was tight. We had an autograph signing in just a few hours, but I wanted to make sure I got enough work in with the new guys. The practice seemed to fly by. We all left the field feeling pretty pumped for our next game together.
Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It is a lovely night here in the Midwest, and the roof is open, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. The numbers for Mixon last week, 21 carries, 88 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. Past the 20. 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Oh, Joe Mixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the line. Getting set to take over the football here early on in the game. First quarter. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Had a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 84. We drop you in now to first quarter action as the offense begins this drive. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. 37-yard line. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but he's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. They'll set up a throw. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught inside the 15. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. From down. At the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. So we're in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Looking deep for Hilton. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught at the 25. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25.
So we hit head. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Colts 50, Jets 10. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. An 80-yard touchdown. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Oh. Free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 91. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Looking deep for Hilton. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. After a good punt, this offense will start with time. Field position inside the 10. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton finding the... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught at the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the
party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the. Panic camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous.
It had been a long journey just to get to this point. And with every step, the stakes were raised. The press wanted to gauge our confidence level. As I stepped away from the mic, I knew the next time we stepped onto the field would determine whether we kept going or vanished forever.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's the AFC Divisional Round play. Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Houston Texans.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. A loose football. A good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the division round, but they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive.
Back to throw. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 74 yards. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Looking deep for Hilton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 90. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness and his chipping away their confidence.
The pass. He
was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. But it'll be second and goal. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts add on to their lead. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Looking deep for Hilton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 32 that time. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. And that will bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Bernardrick McKinney. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Looking deep for Hilton. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton saving his best. And now this offense gets ready to take over the football, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. They'll look to throw here. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught inside the 20. Big play there for Indy. 42 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here. A very eventful divisional round weekend. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He may try and run for this. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Dancing to his left. And the Colts are in for the touchdown. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They're going to look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. J.J. Watt showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Almost nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. He can run, taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Colts. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Forced out to his left. They'll run it, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. He'll look to throw. Steps it, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their corner. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 91. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Looking deep for Hilton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Intended for T.Y. Hilton. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He'll drop to throw. A scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And once more for Hilton, and this time complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Looking deep. He's got it with the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now he'll tuck it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 11 yards out. Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Looking deep for Hilton. A scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's second.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking deep for Hilton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards. They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just hand it. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one goes for 24 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And got his man complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Looking deep for Hilton. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, psyche check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it. Watch me do it. All them all on my wrist, going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold on, wait a minute, like don't make sense. I really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken. That janky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good.
We were all nervous before the Super Bowl. Who wouldn't have been, right? But I looked at the players around me and remembered everything we'd done to make this a reality. And with that, we put our helmets on and headed for the tunnel.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 56. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense about to... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Back to throw here. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is taken by the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Looking deep for Hilton. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got a man complete. The 30, 10, and they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
T.Y. Hilton.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking deep for, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20.
He'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking deep for, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. This offense. Ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep for Hilton. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Let's go!
Let's go! Not the way you envisioned. Offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Looking deep for Hilton. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking, and got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. And this is going to be caught. He won a fight for the football. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Looking deep for Hilton. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Indy. 54 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in Indianapolis. The Colts are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
And with that, the dream team stepped off the field and into football legend. What means more to your legacy?
It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be a part of that group. I'm grateful we were able to cap it off with the Super Bowl title.